and welcome to Hannah's Historical Kitchen. I'm your host, Hannah Kate, and today we're going to learn a little bit about Egyptian mummification. And we're going to learn how to make these super adorable sarcophagus cookies with a little surprise mummy inside. Much cuter than an actual mummy. So in ancient Egypt, the people started to notice that when they buried their dead, it didn't work out so well. They started to, of course, decompose, and they didn't look like themselves, which in the Egyptian religion wasn't too good, because they believed that if the body wasn't fully intact or was destroyed in any way, that the soul couldn't move on to the afterlife. So, in about 2600 BC, in the 3rd and 4th dynasty, Egyptians discovered the art of mummification. Mummification was mostly for the rich and powerful. It was a pretty expensive practice, and you'll kind of see later as I demonstrate how mummification worked. So here it is. Now, I'm no Egyptian priestess, but I have been dabbling in the art of mummification. So I'm going to show you all the steps that I know on how to mummify a body. Here we have Pharaoh Kindal III. Yeah, he's not ethnically accurate, probably needs a spray tan, but he'll do. So first, what we're gonna do is bless the body. Bless you, Kindal. Then we're gonna make the body smell good because, you know, it's a dead body. So we're gonna spray it with some good stuff like Chanel No. 5, DKNY, Be Delicious. No, make them smell nice for the other ladies of the afterlife. Then next we are going to open up that body cavity. Whoa, that is some very bright organs he has here, and we're just gonna scrape those on out of him. Ugh, oh no. Now the key thing is the heart has to stay in the body. The heart is the personality of the deceased. It's everything they lived for, all the right things they did. It's pretty much what we would call a soul. So that stays in there throughout the process. While the other organs are put in a very special little container such as this. So next what we're gonna do is take out the brain. Now, traditionally, a priest or priestess would take it out through the nostrils, which is pretty disgusting. They just pick the brain out with a special scraping tool. But sadly, this pharaoh was decapitated. Who knows how? You never know with pharaohs and such. But we're gonna just pull it through the neck because, you know, easier access. The funny thing about Egyptians is they were always super careful about taking out the organs, but when it came to the brain, they just kind of scraped it out because they believed that the brain was only there to make mucus. Weird, right? All right, that's enough brain. Put that in a special little container with the rest of his organs. Then next, we have to dry that body out because, you know, you don't want it to be all moist. A moist body is not one you want to be around. So we're gonna put natron on it. Looks like sea salt, but it's not sea salt. Shut up. We're just gonna coat him in the natron. Get his eyes, get that in there. Definitely his heart. All right, and now we wait for the body to dry out. All right, looks like our subject is pretty dried out, if you ask me. So I'm gonna put all of his organs back in his body. You know where you go, you've been here before, organs. And I'm gonna close him on up. Now he is ready for the ending of the mummification process. Professional priests and priestesses would wrap each individual finger and have very delicate, careful practice when it came to wrapping the body. But you know, he didn't get like the deluxe, he got just like the regular mummification process package. So, you know, he's just gonna get wrapped however we wrap him, right? Wasn't the richest guy in the land. All right, we're just gonna wrap him on up. Oh yeah. Nope, okay, he's doing good. He's still doing good. All right, buddy. For a real life mummy, it would take hundreds and hundreds of feet of linen wrapping dripped in clay to properly wrap a mummy. And then afterwards, I guess we could just stick his head in there. They're usually hanging out, huh? And of course, you're gonna put jewels. If he had a pet or amulet or his favorite stuffed animal. They would all go in his tomb with him to go into the afterlife and live. And there you have it. That's pretty much the mummification process in a nutshell. So since that mummification process was really appetizing, let's start on the delicious part of this video and talk about these adorable sugar cookies. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I made them, and it's pretty simple. First, you're going to want to focus on your sugar cookies. I have a link in the description for a great rolled sugar cookie recipe, but if you're lazy like me, Pillsbury Doughboy got you back, okay? Super easy. All you need is a softened stick of butter and 1 egg. So, highly recommended. Everything came out super great. All you really need to add is some flour, to roll it out so it doesn't stick. To decorate, I used these awesome cookie icings that I got from Walmart for relatively cheap. Cool thing about these is they harden quickly and they're definitely stackable. And the colors are super bright, as you can see from my little sarcophagi right there. It comes out really nicely. Plus, I used some of these, which I had lying around. I think we got these from Walmart. These work out great too, but you're going to want to knead the bottles before you decorate because more color will come out than icing if you don't. And last of all, you're going to need this awesome coffin cookie cutter. Now, I got this on eBay for literally like $3. It's relatively cheap, and I got the 5-inch one because I wanted my sarcophagus to be as big as possible. So you're going to mix all the ingredients you're going to need for your sugar cookies together, and then your dough is going to look a little something like this. Mummy brain. What you're going to do is you're going to roll it out, flatten it to about 3/4 inch. Then you're going to use your awesome coffin cookie cutter and you're going to cut 3 cookies. Now, if you want to make a dozen of these cookies, you're going to have to make 3 dozen coffins. I know that sounds a little dramatic, but they come out super duper cute. After you rolled out all your dough and cut out your little coffins with your coffin cookie cutter, then you're going to stick them on a baking sheet with a piece of parchment paper between the two, and they're almost ready to bake. But first, we're going to get this one right here, and we're going to cut a tiny baby coffin out of the middle. And this is how it looks. And then we're going to stick it in the fridge for 30 minutes. This is pivotal. If you don't stick it in the fridge for 30 minutes, no go. Your cookies are going to be blobby and blurby and you're not going to be satisfied. After we take them out of the fridge, we put them right in the oven. And after that, you let them cool for a while. And then when they're done, they look a lot like this. You're going to have 2 coffins and 1 little inside frame coffin. That's why we cut out the middle. And what you're going to do is you're going to figure out which one is your less wonky one. I find this one's less wonky, so we're going to keep that on the side. We're going to take the wonky one and glue this to it with using this hardening cookie icing. Just like so. Super easy, right? And then we just, alright. And there you have it, folks. Sarcophagus cooker. Now, I'm not very good at decorating, so this is the best one I have. I channeled Tutankhamun for this one. And I just used the yellow and blue icing and the white icing on the inside with Balloon Mummy. Super easy. You can make it however you want. There's so much artistic freedom when it comes to this. You can make it look like your friend, or your high school principal, or your actual mummy. It is totally up to you to do what you want with it. That's the great part about it. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned a little bit about cookie making and mummification, and ancient Egypt in general. I know Pharaoh Kendall over there learned a little bit about not getting decapitated. I'm going to be making new videos very, very soon. Keep it on the right side of history and keep it historical. See you guys later. Bye! Where did you come from?
Bathroom.
You washed your hands, right? And if grown-ups tell you not to eat it because you'll get sick, they're just trying to ruin your life. And rub him down with oil. Oh. You can sneeze. These work out great too. And you Need the bottles before you decorate. Oops. I know Ken Doll the Third learned something, like don't get decapitated. So, after you cut out all your cookies with your coffin cookie cutter. Feel sorry for Tootin. Dang.